All right, Anissa, $34,000 paid off in 20 months. We're so proud of you, hero. Well done. Count it down. Let's hear a debt-free scream.
All right, 3, 2, 1. I'm debt-free! Here I am. I hope my hair looks decent. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Anissa, and I want to tell you the story of how I paid off $34,000 of debt in 20 months. So my story begins in 2017. I was working my first job out of college. I was making more money than I ever had up to that point, but I wasn't managing it very well. I had a little bit of money in savings, but not much. And in 2017, I got laid off. I thought that I would be laid off for a couple of months, kick around, maybe apply for graduate school, but it turned into a much longer unemployment. In that time, I was applying for jobs like crazy, and I applied to work for a man named Dave Ramsey. If you've never heard of Dave Ramsey before, he is a financial guru, and he has these things called the 7 baby steps. The baby steps are: step 1, you save a starter emergency fund of about $1,000. Step 2, you pay off all of your consumer debt, that's student loans, car payments, cell phones, which were exactly the kind of things that I had. Step 3, you finish saving your emergency fund with 3 to 6 months of expenses. Step 4, you save 15% for your retirement. Step 5, you save for your kids' college. Step 6, you pay off your house early. And step 7, you build wealth and give. I was on step 1, so the steps are sequential. You don't skip to 3 until you finish 1 and 2. I saved my emergency fund in a month, and I started paying down debt like crazy. And in that time, I just got really angry at debt. I got angry at the way that I'd been mismanaging my finances. And when I finally got another good job, I knew exactly what to do with it because of those 7 baby steps. And I'll just give you 3 ways that I started paying off debt. The number 1 way that I paid off debt was by budgeting. Having a bird's eye view of my money for the whole month, I was able to cut back on things like my cell phone bill. Once my cell phone was paid off, I canceled the contract I had with my company and went into a prepaid plan where I paid $200 for a year worth of service. It's great. I love it. Second thing I did was I stopped trying to keep up with the Joneses. I stopped trying to have all the fancy hairstyles and trends and nails and clothes that I didn't need. That saved me a lot of money. The third thing I did was learn to say no a lot. You're gonna get asked to go out to eat a lot. You're gonna get asked to go shopping. You're gonna get asked to go to concerts and all that kind of thing. Before, I had a really hard time turning it down, but I was focused on what I wanted to do, and so I learned to say no, and that helped me to save a lot of money. And the last thing that I did was move. So it was really 4 things. There was a woman at my church who learned that I was trying to get out of debt, get my finances in check, and she said, well, you're commuting really far. If you need a place to stay that's closer to your job, you're welcome to rent a room from me. I'll charge you less than the average rate in the area, and that can give you somewhere to stay closer to your job without having to spend a lot of money, because where I live, rent can get kind of expensive, and that made a big difference. So whether you're commuting really far or not, or maybe you just really need to cut back on expenses, I highly recommend moving because rent is a huge expense. I'm at it again, Jackie. I'm at it again. I am determined.
Baby girl, you don't record that video and post it?
I know. I'm gonna do it. We're doing it. We're doing the thing. And I had a why behind all of this. I wanted to travel, and that's why I'm starting this channel. I want to document life after debt. In March 2020, I made my last student loan payment. At my most gazelle intense, I was paying 50% of my paycheck to pay off my debt and using the rest of it to live on, which I wasn't starving, I wasn't hungry, I wasn't like out on the streets. I was living just fine doing that. I just cut back on the things that I didn't need. For a lot of millennials my age, some of us aren't really motivated to get out of debt. Student loans is a huge problem for us, but there's so much more. A lot of us want to travel the world. A lot of us want to start businesses. I want to document a journey that I'm getting ready to start in a couple of months called Bus Life. It's something that I have been wanting to do for a really long time, and I feel like I finally got the opportunity to do it. And it's because I was able to get out of debt. And was it easy? Not always, and not everybody got it, but it was so worth it. And now we're a little bit post-quarantine, but it's still like COVID-19 craziness. So I finished my baby step 3 and I'm on baby step 4, saving for retirement. And I'm so excited to finally get to start building out my school bus and getting ready to go travel. So in this channel, I want to talk about money, I want to talk about life, I want to document my build and the whole schoolie process, but I also want to inspire someone out there to get on their journey. So yeah, please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys. I hope to upload videos very regularly, maybe once a week. Squeaky, squeaky.
Like, bye.